I think we're recording. We're recording. So, hi everybody. Look who I've got here.
I'm so happy to be here with Alan.
Oh my God, it's only taken us about 20 years to do this
Yes, I know.
because I've actually known Lena for a couple of years, and when she comes up to Sydney, she gets honey and she gets apple pies and everything like that. And we've been wanting to do this for quite some time. So, welcome, Lena.
Good to be here, hun.
Yeah. Listen, as you know, I've got some bees today, so I'll talk to you about the bees, and then I want to say something else. So this is a few thousand bees, Lena, as I've shown
Brand
you.
new bees.
Brand new bees, and Queen Lena's in there. So tonight, Queen Lena is in there. She's in the can, literally in the can. And so what happens is tonight, what I'll do is I'll go to my beehive. I'll unclip that little silver thing, and I go
Yeah.
shake, and the bees go oh, and then they end up in the hive, and
Oh,
then the queen. So you don't get shaken up. You get placed in there very delicately.
oh, I see.
Yeah, you come in your own box, love, so to speak. I'm going to hell. Now, you come in like a little round thing, and I'll undo the cap, and then there's some bee candy in there, and the worker
Yeah.
bees will eat that, and then you're free to go. And I think you come pre-mated, love.
Now there's a concept.
There's a concept. Yeah. So no, but it's actually kind of really it's kind of going full circle that I've got the bees here with Lena, because do you remember when I got the reading with you? I did you did the reading for me a couple of years ago.
Oh,
And I asked you about, I want to get some bees. I don't know if you remember that. You probably
oh,
don't.
yes, I do. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And so I said to Lena, I had a reading with Lena a couple of years ago, before all this mess started between us and everything else. And
It's
anyway,
crazy. So now he is the
no, no, I
doyen of
know, I
bees.
know it's anything, but anyway. And I asked Lena to do the reading, and I said, "Oh, Lena, I'm thinking about getting some bees." And I don't know if you remember. So you shuffled and shuffled and did your own thing, and you pulled the Wheel of Fortune,
Oh.
and then you pulled the Wheel of Fortune, and you basically said, "Get your bees, love." That was a reading.
Has changed your life and how you do things.
It has, yeah, and
Yeah.
and really, as you know, the two main reasons that I started this channel was really to obviously with tarot, but I wanted to bring about awareness with bees as well, because the bees are really doing it tough, and
Mm.
and so it was a combination of those that I wanted to
Yeah,
do this.
it's a good combo.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hit our
So what's happening?
bees.
Yeah, with the bees and everything like that. And so what's happening with you, Lena? What's your jam today?
Well, I'm going to go on my big end of year trip soon. I'm very
Okay,
excited about that.
okay,
Um, so that's sort of in the front of my mind at the
right.
moment.
Are you
But
coming up? Are you coming up to Sydney?
no, no,
Okay.
darling, I'm
All right.
going to Athens.
Oh my God! As you do. Anything to get away from the family, love.
Yes, exactly. But I'm connecting with some family there, but they're the ones I don't see, so it's all good.
Oh, that's good. That's good. No,
Mm.
no, that's good. And yeah, so you're doing that, and no, that's good. So usually, like I said, when Lena comes up here, we get together with our good friend Igor. We love Igor,
Yeah,
and
Igor is a national treasure.
yeah, he is a national treasure, and we love him to bits. And we love Igor to bits. And it was actually through Igor that I met Lena, and
Yeah.
so that's yeah, it's a nice little gathering when we get together. And the last time that Lena was in Sydney, we had tacos. Remember?
Yes, how funny was that? It was before the taco thing came
Yeah,
out,
that's right. That's right.
and
Yeah.
we went and had these very good tacos, I said to you.
We had the tacos. So yeah. So anyway, so that's kind of what's been going on there. But it's always good to catch up with Lena, and when she comes to Sydney, and just love being with her. And it's just finally good to be doing a collab with Lena. And we're just gonna wrap.
Okay.
Let's just wrap. And this actually, I was going to say, this will probably be the first conversation that we've had without copious amounts of swearing, love.
I know.
No, I know. My God.
It's very hard for Australians. We struggle to talk without swearing. It's
That's
not
exactly
easy.
right. That's exactly right. Take it away, Lena. You start. I'm going to shut up, and you take over. You go for it.
All right. Are we going to pull cards or just rave?
We can pull cards. You want to do cards?
We'll do a few cards.
Yeah, we can do some
Okay.
cards. All right. All right.
Let's have a look
Yep.
at the shutdown for stage 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've actually got your deck, Lena, and I have to apologize. This is the deck that I've depawned it.
You've put the bikinis on.
I put the bikinis on it, and like some of them are truly shocking. Like you're better off with your bits flapping in the breeze than what I've done with it. So anyway.
Right. Yeah, because I'm not remotely artistic, so mine look pretty crude too.
Yeah, mine are like, mine are pretty bad. So we're going to look at the shutdown, eh?
Yeah, let's have a look at the shutdown and
Okay.
see what is happening here.
Okay. And Lena, you let me know, because I've forgotten the time. You let me know when you've got to run away, okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, while you're pulling yours, I can kick off here.
Yeah, go for it.
So it kicks off, speaking of kicking off, with the Knight of Wands. Now, there's pressure, obviously, from all sides to end the shutdown, but the horse is being reined back in. Now, with this Six of Swords, normally, moving to smoother waters and all of that, normally it's quite good to see.
There you go. Sorry, just thought I'd throw
I love it.
Yeah, go on.
Normally, that's quite a good card. In a tense situation, you'd be thrilled to see the Six of Swords. The problem is with this Six of Swords in this context, all the swords are still in the boat, which is saying to me they haven't resolved anything, because this shutdown is really about not wanting to reveal the Epstein files.
Yeah, that's
There's
exactly
no discussion.
That's right.
About things aren't moving forward, is what I'm struggling to say, right? It's not as though the Dems are putting up something and the GOP go, no, but we'll give you this much. There's no conversation. All the swords are still in the boat. Everyone's still in their own reality. The Hierophant, which is the government shutdown here, but many people are suffering because of it. With the 5, right? But they don't care.
No,
they actually don't care about.
They don't give a rat's.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly right. So, Lena, I kick off with the Six of Swords, and what I'm getting from this is people are just like looking for other areas to, like, get their food from, and they're thinking outside of the box. Like they're trying to go somewhere else to, like they're trading and dealing with things. It's just, and also being a sword, it's just mentally too much for them. They need to get away, like escape from it, because with the Page of Swords, it's just relentless. The stuff on the media, there's all the stuff with the Trump. It's just relentless, and they just want to get away. They want to get some peace, because they've got these. It's a lot of mental anguish. They just want things to go back the way it was for the Cups. They're done with it. But they're like, why can't we have a simple life? I think there will be. I think literally there will be some messaging or some planning to sort out this mess in the future. I think that is, and they're looking maybe to other areas to try and solve the problem. But really, it's. I think there might even be. I don't know if there can be like some kind of legal injunction or something like that to sort it out, or there might need to be some decision with Congress. I'm not getting an end to this. It's just. It's an ongoing thing. But I think people are just really, really, really exhausted with it. It's mentally destroying people, I think.
Absolutely. And I'm sure you're amazed too, because for us as Australians, the actual system, even before the Yeti came on board, even before Trump, the system, the voting system, the mechanics of who's eligible and how you vote is so bizarre and inadequate. 350 million people, right? It's just a stupid system. So you have the shutdown, which happens seemingly every 5 minutes. I mean, so 6 months of each year is taken up with the potential shutdown. And then the voting itself. So in Australia, you can vote anywhere in Australia, country, Australia, city, north, south, east, west.
And it's easy.
And the process is easy, but it's also exactly the same.
Yeah.
Right? The hours the polling booths are open, the thing, how far in advance you submit this, that, and the other. And so the Electoral College has to go. I think the shutdown option needs to go. And they need a real federal agency that's genuinely bipartisan that can actually oversee the elections.
Yeah.
I was just talking about this in my other video. Sorry, jumping in here.
No, you're in love, yeah.
I think they actually need international observation. Americans won't tolerate it. It's not going to happen. But it actually should happen.
Yeah.
It's too crazy and out of control.
It's a really weird concept for us being Aussies because, like I said, we have a Conservative Party. Thank God they didn't get in. Thank God for that. That's that. I almost swore then I almost dropped the F-bomb, but I said thank God. This is what I mean. That would have been a nightmare. Actually, I remember texting you the night that and I remember your reaction was a simple little word, a 4-letter word. But anyway, but I think part of the problem, and I think if there's any good thing about what's happening in the States right now, looking at it from an Australian point of view, is it's brought out the flaws in the system. And I say that in all humility because no system is perfect. So I'm not saying that the Australian system is perfect, but I'm hoping that once this Yeti thing just moves on and we can, because I mean, that to me, it's not going to be where the healing, it's going to be where the healing starts. There definitely will be. It depends what happens with Vance or whatever. I mean, there's just a huge mess to clean up. But this will be the beginning of where America can, like, it's almost like, put the sunscreen lotion on, so to speak, because they've just been burnt so much with this. But in Australia, see, we have designated leaders. So we already have a leader of the opposition. I mean, our opposition's going through a bit of a rough time, and I'm loving every second of that. You know what I mean? That is fun if you want to talk about Australian politics. But like, I think one of the reasons, I don't know, what do you think, Lena? One of the reasons that there's no clear voice coming from the Dems is because they actually don't have a leader. They've got to sort all that out in the whole process. Do you think that's part of it, or?
Yes, I absolutely do. I'm just writing it down because I'm going to dedicate a whole video to that. That is the problem. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is everywhere at the moment. And for her, talking sensibly. The point is, she's got that platform because of the vacuum that's caused by the lack of Dem leadership.
Yeah. And things are looking grim when you agree with Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know that things are pretty screwed
Things are really, really crazy, when that's the case, when she's the one advocating. But the Dems are notorious for trying to include everyone and not wanting to offend anybody, all right? So the problem with that is too many cooks spoil the broth sort of scenario. So there isn't any clear messaging. And they have not literally got a leader. They've got Schumer, who's past his use-by date. They've got Hakeem Jeffries, who was an appointment of Nancy Pelosi. And the invisible Ken Martin.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's certainly, I think, and certainly what Trump is trying to do, entertainment on YouTube, is that anything but the Epstein files, anything to distract or whatever, anything can distract on that, and it's just, I mean, I've done private readings on that, and it's just horrible energy, Lena.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wonder. I mean, my personal theory is there'll be a redacted version eventually emerge.
Mm.
But what are in the Epstein files really? Like, who would be shocking?
Yeah,
I don't know anymore.
yeah,
Everyone says
yeah,
it might be a storm in a teacup.
yeah. Did you want to have a look at that?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Okay, what should the question be, Lena?
Yeah, what's the question?
What?
Will we be shocked, as in
Okay,
we on the left and
yeah,
Democratic supporters and stuff,
sure.
will we be shocked by anything in the Epstein files?
Okay, let's do that.
I've never read on this, interestingly enough.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's do it together, love. See how we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will we be shocked by it? Because, rich men have always played the field. They've always
Yeah,
had anything at their disposal.
yeah. It's this horrible toxic masculinity, and you know how much I hate that.
Mm.
It's just horrible. You being a man is yeah,
Mm.
yeah. All right. So will we be shocked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. I've got the Page of Wands here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, pages are messengers. This is a message about what is happening. But
Mm-hmm.
with this, I mean, I would obviously be shocked, as would everyone, if Obama was there. But I think all his hours can be accounted for. I don't think for
Mm-hmm.
1 minute Obama's going to turn up
No.
in this. But we know Clinton's in there and so forth.
Yeah. And Prince Andrew, all those people. Yep.
Yeah. And other heavyweight titans of industry.
Yep.
I think there could be someone in the Twitterverse
Mm.
who is a bit of a shock here, but that's mainly for younger people.
Yeah.
And I think part of the problem we're dealing with the Epstein files is he's been dead for however many years. Most of
Yeah.
this stuff happened 20 years ago.
That's right.
Yeah, there's too big a delay for it really to have the punch it should have.
Mm.
King of Pentacles, that's Trump. He's in there, but we know that.
Mm.
Page of Pentacles, this could be, and this is my hobby horse here,
Yeah.
pages, young people.
Mm.
The shock could be not so much who it is, but they went for boys, not girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think with this young page.
Yeah. 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 I think Lena, I think what I'm getting is manipulation. That I'll get to that because I've got the Magician at the base of the deck, and what I'm feeling with that is the manipulation. But I'll get to that. Knight of Swords. I think when the information comes out, it's going to come out hard and fast, and I think we're going to be, it's going to be very it's going to be a lot of action coming out with the Epstein files. It's going to be just coming out in the media, maybe a few leaks in the media as well. And I think there will be obviously members of the royal family. I think there's probably going to be a few judges in there as well, and a few legal people as well with that.
Yeah.
I think people are actually already feeling quite embattled with that. I think we haven't quite reached the 10 yet, but I think we're currently sitting on the 9. These are all the people that are just hanging on to dear life. Don't release the files. Don't release the files. There will be people that will be in it that will be deceased already, and that's what you were saying before with Epstein and all the other people. There's probably bound to be a lot of people that will be deceased. But in answering the question, I think we're going to be shocked by the level of manipulation that's happened with this magician here. The level of manipulation going through the system, and because it wasn't just Epstein, he had a whole network of people behind him and with him, and it's just going to be that. I think that it's like all this stuff here, all this minor stuff is the day-to-day stuff, but it's going to be bam. This is what I think of the card, right? That's what's going to be get it right, Alan. Over here. Yeah, I think that's my feeling, Lena. It's the amount of manipulation and the stuff behind, and just how they were able to pull these networks together to abuse these poor people, the drudgery of all of that. I think that's what's going to be shocking.
The scale of it, perhaps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the scale.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
all those tangled webs.
Yeah.
And like any pet network, they're vast.
Yeah. But it's true what you say, Lena. It's I mean, speaking as a guy, I do not, and I mean, we've spoken about this privately, but I do not get this whole toxic masculinity thing. I mean, being a strong man is not about being an arsehole or a bully. It's about being kind and being gentle and doing your best to help people. That's what being a man is. It's not about this horrible, it's, and especially if you're white, I mean, all this, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
And
bad.
positive masculinity is about protecting people, not blowing their heads off, right?
That's right. That's
So
right.
Tim Walsh was representing that. It was so refreshing to see him come with Kamala and just talk. And he has a background for decades as a teacher, and his students coming forward and saying he was the one who turned my life around. That's precious, and that is a strong man.
Yeah. And it's funny, I think also too, I think that's and being like that, it's not being weakness, it's a strength. If you can actually show compassion to somebody when your back's up against the wall, because maybe you have the ability to look at something from a different perspective, or however you want to put it, that's a sign, rather than just like lashing out, right? Like just like, letting the testosterone kick in and lashing. How about just calm the farm, have a bevy, have a scotch, sit down. This is the Australian version. Have a bit of Vegemite and calm the farm.
Yeah, it's totally crazy. And now there's talk. I'd like to know what you think about this. In the manosphere, the Josh Rogans and Shapiro and the different ones, they're sort of pulling back from the ledge of their total support for Trump. What's your vibe on what's happening there?
Oh, I think really with all of that sort of stuff, I think people are just seeing that. I think people are just seeing the writing on the wall with Trump, and I think gradually they're starting to distance themselves from him. And I mean, clearly he's going crazy as well. I think it's more like the rats jumping the ship and pulling back as well. It's
rather than the thought out position. Yeah.
I think it's more of a survival mode thing. But like I said to you before, like things are bad when you're bloody well agreeing with MTG. Things are rough.
It's staggering. Who would have done?
That's your litmus paper. Yeah, that's your litmus paper test.
Yeah, absolutely. But will they get behind Vance? What do you think about that?
It's hard to answer that objectively, because I just hate him so much. Like, it's just, do you know what I mean? I don't think they will. I think that they I mean, you could say that Trump's got charisma, but I mean, you wouldn't call it charisma, but it's a charisma-esque. It's just you know what I mean? But I think Vance is just too, I don't know. I just can't handle him at all. And in a way, I think he's maybe more dangerous than the Yeti, because he's probably got a few more brain cells intact, maybe 2 or 3, but I guess it depends if he can get off grinder for long enough to run the country.
That's right. And the other thing with him, with the Indian wife and the biracial kids, as they say in America. MAGA don't like him because he's got a brown wife, right? So hopefully he won't have that sort of support.
No, I can't see it. I mean, I mean, I've said this to you privately, but to me, he looks like a drag queen without the beard. Like, he's got do you know what I mean? You could just see him in drag.
I've had it women who I love, and they call him smoky-eyed.
There you go. There you go.
Eyeliner.
I think that's what I've had. Those 2 women were calling him smoky-eyed on one of their.
That's Jennifer Walsh. She comes up with the best nicknames.
Yeah, she's pretty good. So how are you going for time now, Lena?
We've got time for one more question.
How about we just do a nice reading for the collective?
Yes, let's do that. That's a great idea.
That's a nice way to finish. And
For the collective. This is for you guys.
Yeah, reading for the collective from the 2 Aussies.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi. That's right. Yeah.
Mm.
For the collective.
And just while we're shuffling, the other
Mm-hmm.
thing about all this, though, is the shift in power. And Canada is doing
Yeah.
an amazing job, and it's
Oh,
really
yeah.
doing incredible stuff.
Yeah. God bless Canada. I mean, they basically just did this, Lena. I'm just going to give you a visual. They basically just did that.
Yeah,
And they needed
yeah.
to. They
And
needed
they
to.
had to. It was the only
Yeah.
response.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
And
Reading
that's
for
not
the
going to change, next year or even in 10 years. They're not going to
no,
forget.
no, no. This what the reputation that the Yeti has given the state. This we're talking at least 20, 30 years to rectify. This is not going to
Yeah.
happen overnight. This is
No,
generational,
an apology tour by a Dem president's not going to cut
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
No. There's the yeah.
Okay,
It's
let's go for the collective.
all right. Message for the collectors. See, we
Oh,
just chat.
yeah, we can chat all day.
Chat all day.
I think I'm quite happy with this. I
Okay.
think people are feeling stronger from
Yeah.
this than they did until recently.
Yeah.
So here we have right in the center
Mm,
the strength
mm,
card. This is
mm,
a deep inner strength. This
mm.
isn't brute force, which is
Yeah.
what we were talking about with toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
In the recent past, I think this is people individually thinking, oh, there's nothing I can do. I'm only one person. It's only one
Mm,
vote. And it's all
mm.
overwhelming and I can't cope, which is completely understandable.
Understandable. Yeah.
But we're talking about the collective.
Yeah.
Now that's in the center. Three of Wands,
Mm.
traditionally waiting for your boat to come in, but I'm embracing
The
an
boat's going
alternative
out.
thing now with the boats going out. This is, and now I've discovered that. I got it from another reader,
Yeah.
not in our network, about 2 years ago. And since then,
Yeah.
it totally has changed the card for me.
Yeah.
It's time to push out those boats
Mm,
in
mm,
every way possible. Now, King of Swords, swords are air. So
mm.
this is often legal, but I think it's more than that. Obviously, the legal machine has to do its best to stop his excesses.
Yeah.
But it's more than that. There's a bit more clarity of thought.
Mm,
There's a
mm,
bit more clarity of purpose.
mm.
See how this is building? I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of going, no, this is it. This is 5
Mm.
minutes to midnight. We've got to act now. And this
Yeah.
is divine. I love
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Two of
Two of
Cups. Yeah.
Cups joining together, different
Yeah.
races, different everything. Men and women,
Yeah.
actually citizens pulling together. And this is the healing symbol for doctors and things with the
Yeah.
Hippocratic Oath. There's a healing in joining together.
Mm,
Now, I don't think any of us are naive enough to think the racial horror and history and stuff is going to turn around. It's not so much that
mm, mm.
as just finding alliances where you find them, which is why we've been our mouth open with Marjorie Taylor Greene. When she does say something, right, even though she's going to revert to her terrible ways,
Yeah.
you've got to take the allies where they are. And if
Yeah.
people join together,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Yeah. So, Lena, what I'm getting is I'm getting the Five of Pentacles, and the hit I'm getting. Oh, sorry, there's more. Sorry, Lena, I thought you'd finished.
No, I was just saying we got the same card.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So my take on that is like, come inside with everybody else. Don't try and do this on your own. Don't feel like where
Yes.
there's. Do you know what I mean? Like literally, the people here. There's a leper, and they're outside the church building, and it's very. I think I can only speak for myself, but it's very easy to feel like powerless and everything else. Like, don't be wandering outside in the snow, guys. Come in and form your groups and come in and
Yes.
join with
Yes.
people and get that warmth from inside the church, you know what I mean, or the building.
Yes.
Don't feel it's on your own, because and you know, advocate for each other, message for each other, take care of each other, stick up for each other. So I cannot get these cards right with the Knight of Wands. Like, be that positive, protective speaker for each other, and
Yeah.
especially if you're feeling out in the cold or whatever it is that you're feeling. But come inside and get
Come
together with
inside.
the group, with the collect. Come inside, because you know there is still love. There's still, even in the midst of all this rubbish going on, we've all got something to give, and we've all got something to receive. And it might just be a little thing, like often what you've said, Lena, when you say, you know, I'll mow your lawn if you can cut my daughter's hair or something like that. Like, you can, we've all got something to give. And what we've got to give is actually, as a collective, is very, very, very precious. And with the King of Pentacles, I think this is really talking about the wealth that we have as a community. We have a lot of wealth, even spiritual wealth, and if we just stick together and become grounded, that's a good way that we can kind of overcome all this stuff as well.
Yeah.
And I think eventually, at the base of the deck, with the Seven of Pentacles, we will reap what we sow. And I think you can also look at, well, this cray going on as well. Like, I very much believe in karmic circles and karmic cycles. Like, things will work itself out. And I think if you think about reaping the harvest, like, we will reap the harvest of hanging this out. And once again, like, you know, Pentacles is, as all the readers have said, it's about values as well, not only about money, but to have those really core values and stick together and help each other out and be protective and advocate for each other. And we will reap the benefits of that. In the same way, these mongrels that are doing all this cray around the world, they will reap the benefit of their actions as well. That's my take on that, Lena.
That's a very good interpretation of that card. I totally agree. Yeah.
Thanks, Lena.
Because the thing with people, because everyone is so stressed, and understandably, by banding together, it means someone can fall over and they'll be picked up. So when someone is having a particularly bad day or week or month, if you can help somebody when your day comes and you're feeling blah and it's all hopeless or whatever, you've got someone to pick you up. But this is a big challenge for the country, because it's always been the rugged individual, you know. This is the challenge. The healing is in the collective.
That's right. And it's actually, and even though, like the Lena and I are living in Australia, like, it doesn't, I mean, we're not living literally under the umbrella of it, but Lena and I have spoken about it privately. We both feel it. You know, you can't escape it. It's just this terrible feeling. It's like all these atrocities going on in the world. Like, I think if you're like an empath or you've got some spiritual connection, you feel it, you know what I mean? And that's my vibe on that. You know, it's not just but I personally think, I don't know, I don't know, I don't have a great deal of faith in the American judicial system sorting out Trump, but I think he's in for a very, very rude shock when he crosses over and he realizes that the bitcoins don't work on the other side.
Now there's a quote. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Well,
Lena,
thanks, Alan. That was fun. We have
it
to
was
do
a lot
that.
of fun, Lena, and let's do it. Let's meet up again in 5 years. No, we
Won't
really
be
will.
that long.
No, thank you so much, Lena, and thank you for, and just personally, just thank you for being such a intrinsic person in my tarot journey. And you've been with me since before day one, since when I really was, you know, just getting into it. You've been just an incredible, and I've said this to you privately, but one of the things which I love about you the most is that you are an incredible storyteller. And that's the thing that I love about your videos, and even talking to you privately. You just have a way of just weaving all the cray together, or even if it's not cray. Do you know what I mean? You just
Thanks.
you just smooth it all out, and you make that nice pathway. And yeah, so love you heaps, Lena. Thank you so much for doing this.
All right, and thanks everyone for watching.
Okay, guys. See you, Lena.
Ciao.
Okay, I'm gonna end the recording and